God damn it. Now we don't have much we can do today because, well, we're waiting for bolts for this car to be able to put it back together. Meow, 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 meow. Come on out. Yeah, you can come out, just for a little bit. All he does is beg and he gets his way every single time. But yeah, we're waiting for bolts for this car to put it all back together. The brakes for Molly aren't coming until tomorrow, and we can't work on this car because I have to be able to drive it home. That leaves us with not much to do. What we are going to do is we're gonna paint the hubs. These bad boys. So we're gonna paint these bad boys, and I also want to talk about the paint for this car. As you guys all know, the paint on the RX7 is pretty screwed. It's not fixable. The only thing that can fix it is new paint. And I've talked about this kind of in the past. I do want to get it painted very soon, or as soon as possible. I can't afford it this second, but I want to talk about what color to get it. Let's go ahead and paint the hubs for now. Explore. The only thing I'm really worried about is like him falling in like a pan of like oil. I don't think he's that dumb, but if he fell in there, whoa, that would be shitty. So yeah, Axel, don't fall in there. Now before we actually get to painting these bad boys, we're gonna have to clean them up a bit more. All right, so the hubs are squeaky clean. I taped off everything that I need to tape off. Where the axle goes into, where the bushing goes into, and the seal on the back. I decided just to go with a good old black. I was thinking about going like Hot Boy with this shit and trying to match the coilovers, which are like lime green and blue, and I think that would look good. But I'm trying to keep this car like a clean, not Hot Boy. No Hot Boy here. Let's go ahead and start painting. Alright, so while the hub's dry, let's go ahead and take a minute to talk about paint for this car. I'm gonna start by talking about like the kind of style I'm building this car to be. Look up there, look. He's tired, he's gonna go take a nap. Oh, and he's back. Okay, he's not tired. Anyway, take a look at my blue Miata. I feel like that is a simple, clean, and sporty looking car. And that's the kind of style I like on cars, like a simple, clean, sporty look. I really personally don't like Hot Boy. I'm not gonna do some sparkly ass bright color. I don't like that kind of thing. I know especially with drift cars that's pretty popular, but I don't wanna do it. I want this to look like a clean street car. So with that being said, I do have a couple of color ideas in my head. Something that's kind of simple, but kind of different at the same time. Ideally, I want something like Adam LZ's 240, where it's different, it's simple, and it looks really good. The couple of colors I have in my head, number one, and this is my first idea, was a metallic silver, or like a gray. And the specific color I was looking at was Meteor Gray, which I believe is a Porsche color. I think it looks really good. I think it would look clean on this car. It's simple, it's sporty. The only thing I don't like about gray is that all the street cars, all the cars on the street are like white, black, or gray. So it's gonna blend in with the crowd, it's not gonna stand out. The other color that Audrey really wants is pearl white. I think white's really gonna be cool, or it would be cool. The only thing is that pearl white is like the most expensive color to paint. And this is gonna be kind of a cheap paint job. It's gonna be good, but it's gonna be not the most expensive thing I could buy. The other color after that is like a darker purple, something like Nicole's 240. I really like that color. And I know if I paint this car that color, I will get called out for copying. The other color that does look really good is black, except I fucking hate black. I've had 3 black cars, and let me tell you, they are a pain in the butt to keep clean. Everybody always says that, and it's true. And I love black, it works really well, and it matches with everything, so you don't have to worry about anything. But I've just done it too many times. Another thing about if we did gray, we would have to change the color of the wheels. Speaking of which, don't worry about the color of the wheels. We can always change that. We're just worrying about the color of the car. Another thing we could do is like a ruby red or like a darker red, but I think it's kind of overused on RX7s. The other more unique color that I was thinking about and that Audrey kind of suggested was the color that Adam's interior is, that like kind of metallic bronze. I think that would be kind of interesting, but I think it would be difficult to match anything with it, and it might look kind of like a turd. So I don't know about that, but this is why I'm making this video, because I know you guys are pretty creative, so you guys might be able to come up with a pretty cool color that I might like. So if you have any cool ideas, comment section below. The interior is going to be partially red. These seats are going to be red. I think I'm going to get a red shift boot. And I definitely want some red stuff in the interior, so keep that in mind. That's why like gray would match with that really well. White would match with that really well. Purple, brown, The other thing is that we will be getting a body kit before we paint it. Not something super crazy, but like a rear bumper, side skirts, front bumper, hood, and a wing. For one, these things are kind of messed up. They would take quite a lot of body work to fix. Secondly, it's a drift car. You need a body kit. But like I said, it's not gonna be too crazy. It's not gonna be like Hot Boy Stance Nation. I gotta say, after the drift event with Adam, I really miss driving this car and drifting it. It's been like almost 2 months since I drifted it, because we missed the last drift event, and the drift events are only once a month. So I think once we finally get this thing put back together, I'm going street drifting, because I want to test it. I still have not drifted it with the coilovers. And the next time we go to the track, my goal is to actually link the entire truck just once. And we are going to be going back up to Shauno on August 13th for a drift event, so that'll be cool. Yeah, I just really miss driving this car. Once the supercharger build is completely done with this car, we really won't have much to do to this thing. I think the build will pretty much be finished. And that is when we are going to draw attention more to this RX7. And that's when we're going to get the paint done, the body kit done. And also, I want to talk about the engine. Under this hood that weighs like literally 100 pounds is this lovely rotary. Now, hopefully you guys know that I love rotaries. I think if you buy an RX7, it better have a fucking rotary in it. Run, Forrest, run! Rotaries are really cool, and as long as you know how to treat them well, they do last, which a lot of people don't believe. But I will admit that this car could use some extra power. I could probably drift it and drift it decently with this amount of power. It's got like 160 crank, supposedly. But it's difficult, for sure. So we want more power. And how are we going to do that? I'm gonna be getting another 13B from the same car, same year and everything, and I'm going to Bridgeport it and swap it in. I'm assuming a lot of you guys don't know what a Bridgeport is because it's kind of a rotary thing, but it's essentially like camming a LS1 kind of thing. I don't know exactly how it is, but you either port the housing or the rotor itself, which allows the engine to take in more air, which in turn allows you to add more fuel and thus more power. It also raises the red line even more, so like 9,000 plus will be very achievable, and it also gives it the rotary brap app. That is a Bridgeport, usually. There's also such thing as a peripheral port or a street port. Those are different types of ports, more aggressive, less aggressive, but I think I'm going to be going with a Bridgeport. And with a Bridgeport, I should get around 220 wheel horsepower, and it would still be an A, so it'd still be reliable, hopefully, and no turbo lag, so it'd be cool. And when we go to Bridgeport, the new engine that we get, I'm going to be taking it apart and redoing everything inside, getting good seals, getting good top-of-the-line everything, and making it ready for boost. So pretty much, we'll get the engine, we'll build it, we'll Bridgeport it, put it in, run it for a while, and then boost it. That's the goal. The nice thing about rotaries compared to piston engines is that they are cheaper to build. I can get a rotary rebuilt and Bridgeported with top-of-the-line parts on everything for around $2 grand, and that is with labor included. Now, if you've ever built a motor yourself, or have a shop built it, a piston engine, that is, it's a lot more expensive because there's more parts. So that's the plan to get more power. Bridgeported 13B, and all that is gonna start after the Rally Miata build. I'm not gonna be pressing in the new bushings today because I wanna let the paint completely cure overnight. If I start trying to mess with these, putting them in the hydraulic press and stuff, I'm bound to scratch them since the paint hasn't fully cured, so I don't want to do that. So yeah, and hopefully we'll have the bolts back so we can put the thing back together. I also have to get a new horn bun because that thing broke. So, and I have to fix the exhaust because, as you all know, there's a leak between the header and the cat because the flange on the cat is bent. So really I need a new cat, or really I need a new exhaust entirely. Sad thing is that like a good exhaust system for this, $1,000. That's ridiculous. Oh, looks who's awake. He's really grown so much since we first got him, it's crazy. TJ Hunt trying to get a shop dog, copycat. I already got a shop cat. Literally, copycat, get it? That's gonna be it for today, guys. I'm sorry, that's all I had. Not much to do, like I said. We just gotta get this RX7 finished, and then brakes down to Molly so she can drive, and then Rally Miata. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. talking about the RX7, the future plans for the engine, and the paint. Let me know what you guys think about the paint color, what we should do, and if you have any good ideas in the comment section below. I'll have a little voting thing up in the top right as well, so you can vote what color to do. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.